Welcome to the next part of ecology. Here we're going to start learning about the different types of organisms and how they play a part in ecosystems. Okay, so the first type is producers. Okay, we've already learned a lot about producers. Producers are plants. They use the sun, okay? They use the sun, the different minerals from the soil and water to make food for themselves. Remember this process is called photosynthesis. This should be a review. Um, when they're doing photosynthesis, right, they're making their own food so that they can then make their own energy. When things eat plants, whether it's humans, dogs, cats, a lot of things are plant-based. Whenever an organism eats a plant, they are getting its energy. The energy is being passed on. We're going to learn more about that later this week. But all other animals are considered consumers. They need to eat something else to get their energy. Producers make their own energy. Humans have to eat something else in order to get energy. All other animals have to do this. So by eating something else, that is considered a consumer, to take in something else. So we're going to go through a couple different types of consumers. The first one is an herbivore. These are animals that only eat plants. Okay, some humans only eat plants that don't eat any type of meat. Those are considered vegetarians. Same idea. An herbivore is a primary consumer that only eats plants. Carnivores are a consumer that only eat meat. So they are eating other animals, other organisms, so they're considered a consumer. And because they're only eating meat, they are a carnivore. Earlier I said animals get all their energy from plants. So if a carnivore only eats meat, how are they getting their energy? Well, they're getting it from the animal that they're eating. They had to eventually have had a plant. So that energy is moving up to them that way. The next type of consumer that we're talking about is a scavenger. These are animals that eat other animals or plants that are dead. Okay? They will go and pick out the remains. Those are considered a scavenger. Decomposers are bacteria or mushrooms, worms, that break down dead things, whether it's an animal or plant. They essentially take in that dead animal or plant and they break it down into nutrients that are then put back into the soil. Okay, you know you have some really healthy dirt or mulch or soil in the backyard if there's a lot of earthworms in there, because they are breaking down anything that's dead in there. Things that are dead, like simple bacteria we can't even see, they're breaking them down and pumping great nutrients into that soil. Let's skip down. One we almost forgot is a consumer that's considered an omnivore. Omnivores eat both plants and animals. And so here's a little bit of how it works. Producers get their energy from the sun. Consumers eat these producers. Eventually, these producers and consumers will pass on, and then decomposers will break down those dead things into nutrients that, again, producers can use to grow. I hope that wasn't too much for you guys. Now we're going to go on and complete that simple little worksheet that's attached to this. I'll talk to you guys later this week.